Hello and welcome to my channel where we may be dazed, but we are not confused. So we are going to do a castle in the sky reading for the sign of Aries. So the purpose of this reading is to give us some insight on a dream or vision that we may have had that did not come to fruition. And we're going to get some advice on what we can do to best align ourselves with the energy of that which will help us to make this dream come true. So let's take a look at the Rider-Waite to see what your castle in the sky was. So looking at your cards, it looks like your hope was to reveal that you are not getting a new beginning because perhaps you were not able to create order in a situation. And your dream would be to reveal to people that, or reveal to someone or in some situation that you essentially were not getting a new beginning because you were not able to get something together, basically. And this might have been a dream of yours because you might have had a lot of pressure of trying to live up to some type of expectation or some image that people had of you, of always having it together, always having your stuff right. And you knew that deep down that you were not living the life that you wanted and that maybe things were kind of falling apart in the background and you didn't want to let people know that this was happening. But it would be your dream to be able to relieve this pressure off of yourself, to let people know that, because it's taking a lot for you to have to move in such a way to where it looks like, you do have a bunch of things going on. All right. And it looks like the reason that you have not been able to do this, I think, is because you're overthinking. All right. You've been overthinking the situation. And also, I feel like what also might be happening is that you need to have some type of list, or you need to get some type of strategy in place so that you can clearly line out what it is that you're going to do, when you're going to do it, how you're going to execute this thing. And then that will allow you to bring things into a certain type of order so that you can get this new beginning that you would like for yourself. And I'm picking up that it's like other people don't realize that you're not getting this new beginning. They might actually think like you're the person that has it all together. You have everything going for you. You might have this wonderful job. You might have all these different things financially. On the surface, it looks like that. But I'm seeing behind the scenes, there could be a lot of hidden maybe financial issues, or there could be, if it's a relationship, there's a relationship that's on the brink of kind of falling apart. And that in order to get to the place that is most in alignment with where you want to be, you are going to need to walk away from a lot of things and to really get yourself into a space where you can structure your life the way you want it to be. All right. So let's look at some of the advice cards that are here that can help you to get in alignment with this. So the first card that we have is the Canary. This automatically jumps at me because I think of the phrase canary in the coal mine. So this kind of adds a different context to it, but I feel like part of the reason why you want this new beginning is because you recognize, on the surface, it looks like things are all together. However, that underneath there's something rotten underneath. You know what I mean? So it looks like you have everything together. Things are fine. Everything is just fine, but or you're picking up that there's something off. And the canary in the coal mine comes from a time when coal miners would be, mining coal underground in these caves. And every once in a while, they would hit these pockets of gas. And the gas was odorless. You couldn't tell or whatever that it was there. And what would happen is that these coal miners would be down there, and if they hit this pocket and they're sitting in this, this mine like this, what ends up happening is that they're gonna inhale it and suffocate and pass away, because they basically suffocate in this gas. So the canaries were let free in this mine to let them know, if it made a certain sound or if it did something, they knew that there was dangerous gas there and that everybody had to get out, wait for it to clear out, or do something like that. So I feel like either you are the canary in the coal mine, or you are receiving maybe even some type of intuitive hit that, there's gas where you are, and you're needing to get a new beginning because things are not what they seem, and you're needing to take steps that will lead to a new beginning, but you're going to have to strategize and really organize yourself in order to do it, because it looks like you're walking away from things that are very on the surface, put together, structured. Nobody would understand or see what's going on, but this is interesting. So let's keep going with this. The next card that we have is miracles. It says, expect the wondrous to emerge. So your advice is to expect for positive things to take place and come together for you to work in your favor in order to make this happen. So, when I put this together with that message about the canary in the coal mine and almost like this sense of urgency, or you're picking up that there's some type of danger there that other people cannot smell or see, but they're in danger of ingesting and kind of expiring from. It's almost like you feel like there needs to be a miracle take place in order to overcome this. And I feel like this is intuitive. This is very interesting that you're picking this up. The next card we have is employment change. It says your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. So I feel as if you are picking up that you need to change, careers for one thing. Maybe this could be taking place in a job. So it could be like a place that you're working at, and maybe you're picking up that there's something going on beneath the surface. Are you picking up that there's going to be a massive layoff at your job? Or that they're going to be releasing people, or that something is going to happen and it's going to upset your job stability, and you feel intuitively led to begin looking for other things, but it's hard to do that because you need to structure what it is that you want to do and come up with some type of plan in order to do that, to make that happen. I feel like if you listen to your heart, like you don't focus so much on what you see around you, but just allow yourself to follow the direction that you feel like you're being led to, not just at a heart level, but I also, I'm picking up very strongly that you're picking this up intuitively, and that you may even be into astrology. So you might even be paying attention to planetary transits and stars, because when I look at this card, there's all these planets, and there's a horse that's riding, and this person is blindfolded, and they've got a flowering rose budding at their heart. And so this is someone that's just really tuning in to the energies around them. So I feel like you are picking up energies around you that are telling you perhaps that there is some type of shift that's happening, or a change that's happening that you need to prepare for. And maybe you feel like you want to tell other people that you're doing this, or it could even be that you want to tell other people in general that you feel like this is going to happen, especially if this is at a job, but you don't feel comfortable enough going out on a limb and saying that. All right, because it's kind of, maybe you would be perceived as being very woo, because I feel like you're the kind of person where you can make things happen, but this is kind of on the astro spiritual level, and it would make you seem a little, not everybody is into that, and not everybody takes that as at face value, and you don't really know how to communicate that, and you're thinking a lot about how you would rationalize and be logical in this and say it in a way That makes sense, because logically you kind of can't. You're just picking up that there's some kind of shift that's happening, and you wish, your hope is that you could actually act on this. So I feel like this is all an intuitive hit that you're getting about maybe some job that you have, or some career, or some kind of life path that you're on, and you're picking up that something is going to happen to kind of really, there's something going on, and you wish that you had the ability to communicate this to others and take the leap yourself to do a new beginning, and do this, but you're not able to because you don't feel like it's logical. Okay, it's not, you can't rationalize it right now. So the other piece of advice we have is, I am worthy. So I feel like you might even see yourself as being somebody that, is not a person people would listen to. So you might say like, well, why would somebody listen to me if I come up and say this when I have no facts and figures? I have no data to prove that this is happening. And also it could be that maybe you feel you're struggling with giving yourself enough credit to act on these impulses that you're picking up, or these urges that you have, this urging of your heart and these other intuitive faculties to do this. So it says on here in this book, it says, I am worthy. Without question, I am trusting my purpose and my heart that I am worthy of being in this moment. I have been given the gift of stardust and the heavens. So again, it's like that's saying, the gift of stardust in the heavens. For me, I'm thinking, as above, so below. And this is to me, somebody picking up intuitively some energies and wanting to trust what you're picking up, but not feeling as if you are gifted enough, or that you might be picking it up. Maybe somebody knows better than me and nobody else is saying this, so maybe I'm wrong. That's what I'm picking up here. Okay, so the last card that we have for you is truth. So for me, I feel like whatever you're picking up, I feel like you are picking up, there's an element of truth in it. It may not be the whole picture, but I feel like there is some element of truth. And if you are picking up an urge that says that you need to move in a different direction, or you need to do something to secure your future, or that there's going to be some shift that's happening at your job that could possibly, end up, maybe a bunch of people are going to be on furlough, something like that. It could be something like that. To be mindful of it, because there could be an element of truth to it. So let's look and see what it says. All right. A quiet conscience makes one strong. And this is a quote by Anne Frank. So you are forever coming to a truer, more authentic understanding of who you are. As you work through the veils of awareness, the beauty you find may surprise you. Confusion becomes simplicity. Doubt makes way for certainty. When you find peace in yourself, you find peace in the world. Being honest with yourself is a process, and it isn't always easy. A heartfelt realization over a misunderstanding can lead to harmony. There is no one to blame. Rejoice that the veil has lifted. I come to myself with compassion and love. It is safe to reveal who I am. My fears are welcome here. They cannot control me. My hurts are welcome here. They can never haunt me. My truth is welcome here. It is strong and enduring. Every day I discover peace and power in who I am. Okay, so that is what I have for you, Aries, for your Castle in the Sky message. I hope that you were able to get some insight that can help you to get closer to the dream that you are envisioning for yourself. Thank you for joining me on this channel where we may be dazed, but we are not confused. And until the next video, bye-bye.